Yo, what up everyone? Today I got another video in my How to Play Like series, in which I highlight incredibly skilled content creators in the Hunt community and their strategies that they use to dominate lobbies. Today we're taking a look at Rexnor, who's not only a good friend of mine, but also an incredibly skilled player. Rexnor is known for his bow gameplay, so obviously we're gonna take a look at that. I will show you guys what strategy Rex uses to make the bow shine. Yes, he does have 6,000 hours, counting, on the bow and is probably the most skilled bow player in Hunt Showdown. But he does have certain strategies in his gameplay that you can implement in your own gameplay, even if you don't have the same amount of hours and experience as Rex does. But let's jump straight into it.
Interesting.
Right now, Rex is approaching a fight.
Everybody's in there.
He sees in Darkside that there are multiple enemies inside of
Sounds like
Weeping
they're all
Stone.
killing each other off, though.
There's a very smart decision here that you guys can instantly take in your own playbook. Rexnor scanned, he had Corpse here. But he hears that people are fighting in the compound. He slowly approaches, and as soon as he hears people dying, he speeds up his own gameplay. He saw nobody is really close to him, because he wants to make sure that he gets a kill or two while they are completely occupied and do not pay attention to him. I would bet money on it that Rex is gonna shoot at least once, maybe twice in someone's back and gets a free kill here.
So traps there, right? I could actually just loot this guy for some more dark side before. No, I can't because I don't have the bounty. Fuck. I cannot.
Let's see.
Looks like 4 or 5 people.
Oh, beautiful.
It's out there.
Rex got a nice
What's
overview
out
with
there?
Darkside. And he gets an
another one.
amazing first kill on the Corvus.
Alright.
Also, Rex does play a stealth loadout here. This is, by the way, an incredible loadout for solo gameplay, the bow and the Maynard silencer. Because people really can't tell where you are until it is basically too late, and it allows you to quickly travel through the map. Especially the bow is incredible at dealing with AI. I recently started playing the bow myself a little bit, and it is actually such a good tool when playing solo. Also something to take away here, after Rex got his initial kill, even though he has a stealth loadout, he doesn't stand still and holds the body that he just killed. He is instantly rotating and trying to benefit from the momentum that he just gained.
It's going down pretty quickly there, though. That's nice.
That's something you guys should always keep in mind. Always move a little
Okay,
bit
I get a
after
little
every
high
shot.
ground.
Takes the high ground, it's a very smart idea to get a better overview over the fight. Instantly starts rotating. This right here doesn't seem like much, but he climbed the ladder. Nobody was really close to hear that or not really pay attention to it. But once he gets onto the metal roof, this sound when you stomp around on metal, run around on metal is incredibly loud. He starts crouching, so nobody really knows he's up here. And he gets a jump on someone.
Oh,
And that guy did not hear him.
good.
And he did get a second kill.
Good. I don't think.
That is something that you guys should definitely take away from. Like I said already, that rotation here. Those 2 kills looked incredibly easy, but that is what makes a great player. A great player makes kills look incredibly easy, but Rex got those 2 kills basically for free by rotating perfectly and trying to third party. Also something worth mentioning here, even though Rex got 2 kills here, he doesn't tunnel vision on the 2 kills he has gotten and tries to get a third one. He does a quick overview, a quick scouting report. If other high grounds, other points of interest in the area are occupied. So he doesn't get shot in the back himself.
If there's anyone in the tower, but best to just make sure. Shotgunner on the
Now he hears
first
more people
floor.
fighting.
Still fighting. This is good. One more probably.
And now Rex decides to get close because he sees an opportunity to get into bow range. Again, crouches to hide his footsteps. This is incredibly loud. Crouching over metal is much, much smarter when the situation allows it. He jumped off the roof. Nobody shot him. So Rex does know there has nobody a clean line of sight of him, since they would have shot at him already, or we would both assume somebody would have shot him already if he jumped off the roof. So he crouches over that metal to not give away his position and get into close range combat and maybe gets a jump on somebody.
Don't be camping this right now.
I see the, yeah.
Saw that.
And
There's one on the left as well.
Sorry for pausing so much, but I just want to explain that by hiding his footsteps, by doing aggressive crouch push, he got to jump on one player and immediately picks up his aggression after he gave away his initial position.
Oh shit. That's bad.
He got tagged, falls down, and jumps to an angle from where he can isolate a 1v1 and then gets a
We might be fine.
incredibly clean
I'm not sure.
bow one
No.
tap. That's,
Think
by
of
the way,
someone else.
something you guys should... Oh, that's another player. That's something you guys should always try, especially when you play solo versus trios. But in general, if you guys are in a hectic situation, always try to pull away from the fight into a position from where you can fight one person at a time. Rexnor did that perfectly here. Got tagged. He wasn't sure how many people are on the floor with him. He doesn't want to turn around and fight now. He jumps down and then holds the angle because he doesn't really have time to heal yet. And holds the angle on the approaching player and takes him out in a 1v1. Doesn't mean you're gonna win that, but the odds of winning that 1v1 are incredibly much higher than fighting multiple players at the same time.
Oh, I did. Fuck, dude.
Oh, damn.
He was.
But Rex died here, but this is like a great opportunity to showcase again, like, that guy was doing the same strategy that Rex did. Crouched into the building to push, doing like an aggressive crouch push, and Rex could barely hear him. Honestly, I want to say couldn't hear him at all. It is very risky, and you have to have good awareness of your surroundings, but that can give you the jump on people.
Not where I thought he was.
First Rex used it, now it was used against him.
I'm trying. He
Max
probably
does
didn't
revive.
realize that I was the
Yeah,
last
probably didn't know he was a solo at all, to be completely
one.
honest.
Like that I'm solo, sorry. He probably thought I was with one of them. Trapping.
Now Rex doesn't want to like
I thought he was...
Stay
I did not realize
over-aggressive.
that he was there.
use some place traps. That's a smart rotation.
He's trapping the shit out of
Checks
the
it's
place.
vigilant, yeah. Checks it's vigilant where the traps actually are. Assuming it's another solo player because he doesn't really go for revives.
Constantine the bomb. Taking this elevator up.
Very smart to use that elevator for a fast rotate. And gets a jump on him.
Probably a solo, right?
Quite likely.
Loot
Quite
and
likely
burn,
it's
I
other
guess.
solo player, but that was beautiful.
Alright, GG.
Using surroundings with the elevator
2
to
rounds with Cyclone.
be instantly in a fighting position. Rex right here, like, that's something you guys can take in your own gameplay as well. If you ever have the opportunity to climb a ladder, unless you have Lightfoot, or take the elevator up, just take the elevator if you're gonna push anyways, because at least on the elevator side, you can
He's trapping
Like
the
here,
shit
draw
out of
your
the
bow.
place.
and make an aggressive push with it, which is like very bow specific, but in general it's like a good idea because you can actually fight back while being inside the elevator. Like this push right here, I do that very
Constantine
often,
the bomb.
unless I have Lightfoot of course.
Taking this
Like,
elevator up.
takes the elevator up, and you're instantly in a fighting mode. This push also works, for example, in Coal Company really, really well. Coal Company has that elevator that goes from all the way from the ground level to the very top of the bots layer. You can quite easily use that elevator and jump out of it while it goes to the top floor and gets a jump on people. People very often are not ready for that play. Incredibly
Probably
well played by
solo, right?
Rex.
Loot and burn, I
But I
guess.
saw how Rex used like
Alright,
stealthy
GG.
but very aggressive
2 rounds
strategies
with Cyclone last night.
to
Yeah,
actually
my
get the
favorite.
jump on
It's
people
apparently
and get into bow
really,
range.
really good right now.
What you have to take away from that round is Rex stayed away, tried to get the jump on people with his ranged weapon. The bow is an incredibly strong weapon, but it's not, not the best weapon at range. Once he got a kill or two, or was because of it allowed to get closer into bow range, he engaged into like close quarter combat. He didn't just run in there and try to like be Rambo. He approached very smart and he kind of waited for his opportunity to get into close range combat. It doesn't only apply for the bow, it applies for close range loadouts in general. You don't just run in there like a maniac. You wait for your opportunity to get close and then play it out from there.
After the change to limb damage and lower torso. Take
Yeah.
the bundle, we could kill that bear too.
Cyclone
but
is quite
I don't really
nice.
know. I don't really need to kill the bear now. Even if I kill it, I can't take whatever it drops, so. It's probably a bit of a waste.
Let's see what Rex does here.
Any favorite meme loadouts or weapons?
Sparks poison. Choke bombs.
Any favorite
Choke
meme
bolts.
loadouts?
Would be my
Always like the
personal.
Sparks rifle and choke bolts combo.
Oh, nice,
Played it for a while, but it's
such a good
I don't know
loadout.
if it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there.
That's my personal favorite for me, because it's still like kind of competitive. But that's a great loadout suggestion. I love how I didn't watch the video fully. I did not know he was going to say that. I just jumped through it sporadically to get an idea what is happening.
Nero, what's up? Welcome in.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Okay, they're still in the hideout.
Not to take away from me as well, even though that was very funny. When Rex travels the map, he like listens for his surroundings, takes it in your own like playbook. He basically autopilots through the map and just listens if any audio cues next to him are being triggered. Horses, hives, AI dying, emulators triggered, Helons triggered. And at the same time, he checks on the map what is going on. That's an incredibly good idea to like every couple of minutes at least, check the map, because suddenly you see somebody was in the hideout, took the dark side. You see where the bounty went. You get so much information out of it for free. So you should always check your map while approaching a compound, or in general when you just travel the map, because sometimes you get information that you usually wouldn't have gotten.
Okay, they're still in the hideout.
And for example, for anyone who doesn't know that, you can also track the bounty down with that little lightning on the map.
Crossbows. It's not my favorite though. It's
I think you had
fun,
footsteps.
but it's not my favorite. Double crossbow.
To the left.
Oh shit.
Yeah. See, Rex went off audio. Very smart, by the way, when you play satchels, to just put the satchel down and then like run away from the initial location, because the people that just had to jump on you are probably gonna push you because they see Rex is all by himself. So they're probably gonna push to the last known location. It's usually a great area to place traps in general, at your last known location. Wouldn't be surprised if Rex does get a kill with that. Oh, unfortunate.
It's just too much fucking...
Yeah, too much AI.
AI everywhere.
Very smart though, positioning-wise.
Right there.
Rex is in a position for me he can isolate the 1v1. Again, he put himself in a corner, holds his angle, but nobody can really shoot him right now. Yes, it's a little bit tricky, there's a lot of AI, but he made the best out of the situation, put himself in the safest spot available to him, for me he can like get into cover as quick as possible. That's a thing you guys can apply to every single loadout. Always be next to hard cover. Ooh, not a kill, unfortunate. That could have killed. Another beautiful bow tag. And right now, I'm gonna watch that out. I'm gonna open paint here in a second. But Rex got 2 tags here. Realizes the enemy is slowly but surely like circling around him. He has to fight multiple angles and it's like, okay, I got 2 tags here now. Some people would have picked up the aggression here. Rex is like, I got 2 tags that allows me to reposition, because that is too risky. There are too many equations right now going on, that like too many players around that can shoot me from so many different directions. I need to reset and rotate away.
I got both of them though. Let's get down here.
I'm gonna jump into paint here real quick, just to explain exactly what Rex did. Rex was right here. Oops, let me take a different color. Rex was right here, shooting a guy around about there and a guy around about there, and he heard another player approaching here. So Rex right now knows this guy, after bleeding, disappeared here. Here's this guy right here and this guy right here. So in a little bit, he's gonna get attacked from this angle. This guy's probably gonna attack him from this angle. And this guy's probably gonna re-peek after they healed up. So Rex has to worry about so many angles. So Rex was like, screw that. I'm just gonna go this way, jump down, relocate into the layer from where I have so much more hard cover available and so many more opportunities to isolate 1v1s from. Rex doesn't want to fight all 3 at the same time. Rex wants to fight one player at a time. It is a beautiful rotation by Rex. Alright, let's continue. In this position, he has so much more control over the fight. Now he holds the angle. Again, crouched up to give away as little information to the enemy as possible. Doesn't move. He has a one-shot weapon, so he can hold the angle. He can afford holding the angle right here. Because if he gets pushed by multiple people, he can go down the stairway and reposition. Oh, that's beautiful. Very convenient. But here, see?
Well, it's 2 down then.
Perfectly held the angle right here. Got the information. Just to like point it out again, how well played that was. Rotated out of the fight from where he got pinched by multiple angles. Reset the fight, came up the stairway. See?
Oh.
Then the third party happens. And then isolates the 1v1 and instantly dives away into cover. Into like, again, a position if somebody else was approaching, you could again play this corner and isolate the next 1v1. He doesn't like aggressively swing left. He goes into cover on the right, so he could like, again, hold the next angle. One taps the Angel of Death here.
Well, it's 2 down then.
Then picks up the aggression again. Instantly applies the burn. And the concertina. Why not? But what I definitely should take away from here, especially as a solo player, but don't be afraid to burn. This burn might work out, but generally it's because of the concertina bomb. But even if he didn't have a concertina bomb, this is a beautiful play. Because this applies pressure on the enemy, gives them more stuff they have to deal with. Now they have to turn the enemy, their teammate, out of like off, and make them stop burning, choke them, or revive them, which gives Rex more opportunities to make a playoff. Suddenly, his opponents have to save their teammate. That means it is more likely that they're gonna do a positioning mistake, which Rex then can punish. Always go for the burn. Always like to call it like a motivator. It basically forces the enemy team to play a little bit more actively, because if they don't, they're gonna be down a player for the rest of the match. It's a great idea to always go for the insta burn.
We do what we must.
Instantly relocates again. Oh, we saw someone there.
That's right there, right?
I think so, yeah.
No. What's that?
But something to take away from here, like after he got the kill, got the burn on the Angel of Death, he relocates. Like, nah, people know where I am now. Let's slightly take a different angle. There's no point of me being in the position where they expect me to be. I want to get at least the 0.2, 0.3 second jump on somebody while they're looking for me.
Thought I saw a little shadow there.
I think it was even a gun poking out.
So, looked like someone was crouching there, but I think I got that wrong.
Nah, I think it was a... I don't know, maybe. It looked like a rifle's picking through. But you see right now, now they have to throw a choke bomb, and Rex got information of it. Rex kinda has an idea where the next player is.
Hey, that's choke.
If Rex wouldn't have insta-burned here, he would have never gotten that information for free. That Angel of Death is not gonna burn out. They threw a choke bomb, but Rex got information out of it. Rex now knows there is one player straight ahead of him by those little shops out there.
Choked.
That's why burning is always a very good idea.
They seem to have gotten their friend up. There's only this one. What's up, Dust?
And now Rex is just waiting for information. Something you should usually do when you don't really know what's happening.
We'll just have to reburn then, shall we?
Yeah, might as well reburn. But if you don't know where the enemy is, nothing wrong with like waiting it out a little bit. Waiting for the choke bomb. Gonna speed it up here a little bit. Assuming we're gonna wait a little bit.
Back there.
I'll see, like by waiting now,
Peek either in there
you got information that somebody is voting to the left. Now Rex is just waiting like just a few seconds for a little bit more audio.
Or maybe they won't peek at all.
That's something the Bones, by the way, incredibly strong at because of the very far one-tap range.
Should be done right.
Holding an angle. Now he reapplies the burn.
We're trying to clear the concertina.
Probably gonna try to go for a necromancer.
Let's return the favor.
Very smart, by the way. Something you guys can take something away from.
Trying to clear the concertina.
Rex has Showfoot here. He has a nade. The enemy team just basically created a free smoke bomb for him. So Rex is like, I'm gonna pick up the aggression here and use that smoke cloud and throw a little dynamite at him with Shoefoot.
There's people on the back now.
Doesn't overcommit, but just tries to get a free
Other
kill.
team is pushing up.
Here's another team on the Pelican prison side. And now again, like, crouches around a little bit.
Oh, a little refiller. As long as we don't get murder from back there.
To hide or mask his footsteps a little bit. Tries to get information on the other team. Checks the high ground because why not? Not so much is happening.
I do feel like we are getting pinched in a little bit though. I don't really trust it. They haven't rested him yet. Is he burnt out? Did he burn out?
Also, they've done. Oh,
Never
still holding the body.
Just a lantern. I don't know if he burnt out.
Also, something worth mentioning here, especially when you're in a position like Rexnor is in here right now. He doesn't instantly use his heals. He still has like 28 seconds of regeneration shot. The team outside plays fairly passive. He would heal if they're pushing, so he decides to like save his heals here because sometimes it's about just surviving. You don't have to always have to instantly use your heals if you're not in immediate danger. It's a very smart decision,
then,
especially when you play regen shot, which I hope most of you guys do because it's a very good consumable.
It's gonna be a risky one. There we go.
Gets a one peek on it. And immediately starts swapping up his angle. Waits for the re-peek. Takes a shot and instantly rotates again.
Shit.
It's like very much textbook
I
gameplay
don't like
here.
this situation.
He always tries to like slightly reposition after every shot.
Can I?
So he doesn't peek
Would be
into
fucking sick if I can
his
do
enemy.
that without getting freaking slammed right now.
Reapplies the burn.
Hopefully that hit him.
To apply pressure, very smart. See what Rex does now.
Hopefully. Just don't
Very
shoot me in the
smart.
back right now.
Tries to take a different angle now. He constantly is peeking the inside of the fishery doors. So he was like, I'm gonna drop down and try to get a little bit closer. They're probably gonna try to save their teammate, right? They're probably gonna try to throw another choke bomb and try to get a one-tap.
Should be two more here.
Just like that.
There's one. And the other one is right
And
in front of me.
he doesn't get lucky with his one-taps. But again, like, he isolates the 1v1s with this hardcover here. Always make sure he only fights one person at a time. That's something you guys
Do I
all
trust
should
that this
do.
one is fully burnt out? He might have been out of the fire considering there was no chokes there. Let's just
What is that,
double
reburn?
check. Okay, he's fully
It's
burnt.
burned
Good.
out. Not a bad
Didn't
idea.
really
When people
fully
play that passive against you, there's no shame in burning out the enemy.
Trust that one.
They had too many opportunities to already save their teammates. They just actively chose
They are
not to.
not really ready to push this at all.
No, it's
If I
tricky.
peek it, I'm gonna die too.
Even though I really like the bow, but this is like something you guys should probably take away from. The bow's strength is like when people are moving actively, I would say personally. And it gets a little bit tricky, and we see how Rex figures it out when people are not moving like his two opponents here. Because peeking into people and making incredibly aggressive plays with the bow is not the easiest thing to do. So let's see how Rex gets out of that.
It's really just a matter of popping whoever makes a mistake here.
Exactly. Bow plays a lot about
She
patience
retakes,
here.
I can get her from this angle relatively safely.
It's very smart, by the way, to not always hold the angle when he knows where somebody is. He's constantly rotating between this doorway and the other two angles and always tries to be the peeker and not the one being peeked. He's constantly like, I'm gonna peek this corner, that corner. Then I'm gonna constantly check all the three corners. So since especially his enemy is playing very slow, he's trying to get the jump on them and not they getting the jump on him. Especially in Hunt Showdown where there is slight peekers advantage. It is a very smart idea to not fully commit to an angle for long amounts of time. Sorry. No idea what's wrong today, but
They are like
a
he's
little
just standing
bit
there, she's sitting in there,
bloated today.
and that's it.
Close the dynamite. To get
I
them
am
to
in.
move. Not a bad idea. Get some movement out of them. Also, like, it's usually not a bad idea to, like, cook a nade in those situations to just make them move. If they would have pushed, he could have just gone behind the box and taken cover again. Rex right now is just trying to motivate those two players to actually do something, to actually start moving, because he doesn't want to swing into them. It's a little bit tricky to swing a corner very far with a bow. He has a nice angle with the boxes, but it is very tricky to wide swing, aggressively swing a corner when somebody is holding the angle on you. With any gun, but especially with the bow, since you are a little bit slowed down in movement speed. And at this range, Rex definitely needs a fully drawn bow.
Ever.
Yeah, it is. Let's see how Rexnor solves that one. Who again
I can try to flank this guy, but there's a chance I'll be shot in the back from these people over here.
Very smart idea.
And I don't know if they are.
You saw that? It's a very small thing, but you should take that away from it. Rex was crouching to mask his footsteps again, heard those guys cooking a grenade, so he uncrouched, started walking, which is a little bit faster than crouching, because the dynamite cook is masking his footsteps.
If they are,
draws his bow,
but this is the
starts crouching in to mask his footsteps. It's a little bit of an off angle here, because he knows those two guys are not moving a lot. And gets a free kill on the first one. Now it's in a 1v1, takes the aggression and takes the other one out. Masterfully solved the stalemate. Beautifully done. Beautifully done, he like. First occupied them by the shops, tried to make them peek by throwing dynamites, tried to like swing into them, notice they're not really moving, they're playing very stationary, and then decided, let me pull up paint again, then decided, he knew one player was roughly here, and he knew one player was roughly there. So Rex was like, I cannot swing this area because then I'm gonna get shot from two angles. Rex decided, alright, let me fall back and basically, he went through the layer, but go around here and then walk up from here so I can then from this ramp here isolate 1v1s. Didn't matter where they were, but from that angle he's like basically covered. There's this like the railing here that covers him and tries to take a little bit of an off angle from where he's still at the same time. If he gets approached too fast, immediately can fall back into the layer again. It was an incredibly smart rotate, and since those two players were not like moving a lot, he knew he could get away with it. Sometimes rotating around your enemy a little bit to get more angles can be quite beneficial, like you just saw here. Especially with something like the bow that has quite a long one-tap range. I think it's up to like roughly 35 meters with 100 hands, so don't be shy to make an aggressive rotation if you think you can benefit from it. Even if you die, that's an opportunity to learn from.
Okay, they're leaving with the bounty, sadly, though. Then there's nothing I can do about it. But GG still.
Still a good fight.
That was a good fight.
A lot to learn from.
We might have to go down to Bradley
what do we have
before
here?
it's too late. They're already fighting there as well. But this is too damn tempting. One just died.
Again, Rex is third-partying a fight here.
Right now.
It is very
Bradley's
tempting.
gonna leave. We still have Rod Shot too.
Let's see.
Okay, I can't help myself. I have to.
Rex is like... Again, it doesn't seem like a lot here, but the way Rex approached, he can go like a few seconds back. Rex wants to third-party a fight by that sniper tower there.
We still have Rod Shot.
He takes the vegetation, the bushes, some soft, some hard cover, to make sure that nobody really spots him immediately while he's trying to get closer.
Okay, I can't help myself. I have to.
He has multiple people dying, so he doesn't
I have to.
play it slow.
Oh damn, there's a lot of dead people here.
Sees and witnesses a lot of dead people already, so he knows that is 5 dead people, if I saw that correctly. So he knows people are being revived right now.
I'd be resting right now. What's going in the tower?
Tower's being revived. Here's somebody really close. Again, that's a very quiet crouch push. Especially with the drawn bow, it's a very good strategy. I think it's probably one of the best strategies to get closer to an enemy when playing the bow. When the opportunity arrives, uses the soft cover here to not be visible to the guy down here in the mud. And the guy up there is busy reviving the teammate probably, or looting. But crouch pushes again, like he did in the Weeping Stonemill fight earlier, or how he did in the fishery match. To mask his footsteps. Tries to get a sneaky first kill here. Orientates himself towards hard cover. Holds the angle fairly tight to get the 1v1 and takes a kill. Unfortunate. Only downside of the bow, you can't wallbang.
Okay.
Otherwise he would have gotten the kill there.
That's the tower guy.
Beautiful. Something you also can take away from this, like don't tunnel vision on a singular opponent, like you did in Weeping as well. He noticed this guy down here, I cannot fight him, instantly repositioned into a more safe position and was checking on the tower guy. And took the 1v1 against the tower guy, while this guy was in or behind the bunker. Obviously hit an incredibly nice shot, but the strategy in itself is something to take note of. Don't tunnel vision on one enemy, unless it does make sense, like you can actually fight him. When one guy falls back, see if there's somebody else to fight. Don't rush down there into the bunker and be pinned down there. Now that's sort of cool. Place the satchel in the body, very smart.
Okay, we got a satchel on the body.
Guy in the tower is still dead.
Set up for success here.
Also a very good idea. You guys should all run Witness, but Witness is such a powerful perk, not just to find bodies to loot, but like Rex did here, mid-fight or when approaching a fight, to kind of get an idea of what is going on here. How many people are dead? Where are they dead? Where are potential revives coming in? Or even with a satchel you can see when somebody does get revived, because their Witness orange little dot, that little like soul flame, whatever you want to call it, does disappear.
I think.
Again, Rex starts crouching to mask his footsteps. He doesn't want to give away his position here. Constantly checks in dark side if somebody gets revived.
The guy in the tower.
That's a very smart idea, because that is really hard to put out.
Maybe.
And he still has a satchel on the other body. So right now, he applies a lot of pressure. Again, the burn here is such a good strategical tool. He applies the burn on the tower guy, which means the last guy, I think, has to either throw a choke bomb, which gives Rex information where he is, and then Rex can make a play of it, or he's gonna go for the revive on his teammate, the Corvus, on which Rex has a satchel planted. So he's basically just waiting for his opponent to make a mistake and then make a play of it.
I think we got him. No, I fucked it up.
Smartly rotates around here.
Got him.
And outsmarted his enemy with a satchel. Beautiful. I couldn't have done it any better.
And now we loot.
Time to loot.
Alright, let's see.
Beautifully done. Rex obviously looted. Now he tries to like stop the bounty from extracting.
Not yet. Okay. Good. Then we have time.
Let's see. Rex rotates here again. Uses vegetation to cover his ass.
Raw clue there
Himself,
later if we need
not
it.
his ass. Himself.
If they are leaving,
Doesn't
they're most
directly
likely
run
gonna
through the
come this
water.
way because the other extra.
Also a very smart move. I think that should be changed, but it is currently in the game. Rex uses the map when he approaches, like he did earlier, before approaching, and when he was approaching Officialy, check out where the bounty is. He didn't catch the fish, the testimonial church bounty, but again, he uses mid-fight, mid-match, the map to get information, how he should rotate. Right now, Rex sees the closest extract is on Wolfset, so he's gonna like start rotating towards Wolfset. Doesn't mean he's gonna sit at the extract, but he is trying to play in a position from where he can contest the extraction point.
Tracks are really far.
Very smart. Oh, gets shot.
There we go.
Also good idea here.
Raw clue there later if we need
He
it.
keeps covering himself with vegetation or
If
trees
they
or
are
hard
leaving,
cover.
they're most likely gonna come this way because the other extracts are really far.
And also, now that he's like in a more open area, he starts like jumping around a little bit to make himself harder to hit. You guys see me do that as well? See? Right there. That movement there just saved Rex's ass. I guarantee you, if Rex would have continued running in a straight line like he did before, Rex realized, hey, there's a big open gap here. The bounty can see me. They have scan. I'm within probably 100 meters of them. He started like jumping and making himself like boop, 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 like a little bit harder to hit. And that guy definitely missed because Rex started moving a lot. That's something you guys should take away from that. Try to implement that into your normal behavior.
Oh, yeah, these guys are aggressive.
They are very aggressive. Beautifully done here. It's the same scenario as in Fish. We're not going to pull up paint again. But Rex realizes those guys are right now trying to push him, trying to play aggressive. Rex takes a shot at him and instantly starts rotating and trying to fall back even further. You see that in my video, for example, where I analyze the clutch video. It's an entire playlist of videos like that. But he's basically trying to line up all enemies directly in front of him so he doesn't have to worry about angles directly from the sides.
This could be dangerous.
Takes the extra high ground, gets the tag. Doesn't overcommit here because he
Bad
knows that
feeling
guy
about
has
this fight for
teammates.
some reason.
He like keeps trying to like fall back and try to keep control over the fight to his best capabilities. Again, rotates around.
I don't know why.
Let me pull up paint here real quick anyways. Yeah, I know this is fishery, but just to explain it real quick. Basically what Rex is doing. Just, you know, ignore that that is fishery. But Rex right now knows there's like 3 enemies. Rex is roughly around here. And Rex wants to make sure that his enemies are constantly in a kind of triangle in front of him. So he constantly tries to pull backwards until he gets a kill or 2. That's basically the strategy when you play solo retrievers especially. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get, you know, stay in this location and suddenly gets like pinched and can't move anywhere. Because a good player allows himself to survive. You're playing for survival. A good player doesn't hit every single shot, but if you need 20 bullets to win the fight, you may have to make sure that you're allowed to shoot 20 times. If you get pinched right here, you're allowed to shoot twice, and then you either hit the headshot or you die. So Rex, very smartly, realizes he's in a bad spot here, pulls away and goes towards Wolfstead. I know this is a fishery picture, but you get the idea. He basically pulls back and back, further and further, until he does get a kill, or basically that is his plan here. He doesn't want to get flanked, he wants to keep control over the fight. How he positioned, listens for
They're
footsteps.
pushing me.
He's that they're pushing and
I need
falls
to move.
back further into Wolfstead, from where he then can easier isolate 1v1s and actually make his bow shine. Again, tries to get a kill.
Tagged him.
Constantly like, I like to call it
I
a
gotta get
yo-yo
in here before
strategy.
it's too late.
He runs away, turns around, takes a shot, then runs away, pulls him again towards him,
Can't have an
turns
open
around,
fight with these guys right now.
tries to take a shot at somebody running up. Again, does the same strategy. Not sure if that worked.
Holy shit. Please don't.
They're very aggressive.
Actually, I think main is probably the better call.
Good idea to like not get pinned there in the corner building. Goes into the layer
Need
from
to
where he
fire
has
my
much more opportunities to like
arms there.
get a 1v1 from. If he goes into that corner building there, it's very easy for the enemy team to pinch him in. Also again, utilizes his Whedon shot. He realizes he's not in immediate danger. He's getting pushed, but no angle on him right now. He can't get shot. Ooh, unlucky that he doesn't get the kill here. Also has Shadow. I'm wondering why the grunts are not attacking him. But he rotated into the layer, and like you saw that here, he picked like a spot from where he can isolate 1v1s. I know the grunts are a little bit annoying, but you know, it is what it is. But he went down here into the bot layer.
Terms there.
Here's that the enemy team is pushing them. They obviously know where he is. They have dark sides. Here's that they're aggressively approaching. Falls back, uses those like little like weapon storages here. Give himself a little bit of cover and holds the doorway. From where he can basically only fight one enemy at a time because it's a small doorway. Hits the bow shot, sadly doesn't get the kill. Kinda unfortunate. Sees the next player. But again, you see like how he like uses the cover here to make sure he only fights one player at a time. Realizes it's hard for him to contest now. Goes on the high ground, which then again is a very smart move here. He wants to take control over this. He doesn't want to give the enemy the high ground. He wants to like be on top. And this way he has those staircases he can kind of contest, which gives him much more control over the fight again. Realizes if I stay down there are other people pushing right now from the top. If I get pinned down there in the lower corner, I can't really go anywhere. So again, he's prioritizing survival. He's like, I need to be able to keep rotating here. I don't want to get pinched in a corner. That's the number one priority, especially when playing solo v-trios. You always want to make sure that the positioning is planned in a way that you cannot get pinched in a corner. Because if you are pinched in a corner, you have to hit your shots. And if you then do not hit your shots, you are probably going to lose the fight. Sees the door is barricaded, it's very convenient. Which gives him a lot of control over the situation.
Hey,
he has
Zemis.
his like exit there with the barricaded door, but at the same time has like a nice angle from where he can again isolate
little
1v1s here.
Problematic, I think.
Also very smart what he is right now like listening for audio cues while his bow is fully drawn. He's in a fairly comfortable spot if you guys play the bow, just to like make it a little bit more bow specific here. This applies to any kind of loadout, but especially with the bow. He is waiting for somebody to make an aggressive push here, so he can swing into them and one-tap them. From that angle here, from that like little crossroad area, he can go left, he can go right. Somebody walks on that hallway, they can't really dodge it, he can just swing it and probably take them down. Like if somebody would push down that hallway here, Rex would have a fairly easy time to get a kill on him. Again, that's the aggressive push here with a fully drawn bow.
All is good, thank you. What about you?
To get the jump on somebody. Spots one and takes him down. See? By starting to hide his footsteps in the middle of a fight, he made sure that the fool down there had no idea where he was while his bow is fully drawn, while still playing fairly aggressive but slow because he's crouching. He got the jump on that guy. The guy had no chance of hearing where he was. Now here's the next guy.
Almost right outside here.
Here's him outside the door. Ooh, almost had it. Smart to instantly Dauntless. One of the main reasons why Dauntless is amazing, by the way. It's not just to make the flashy planes where you like grab a dynamite out of the sky and, you know, turn it off. Diffusing choke bombs is already like, in my opinion, like 70 to 80% of the value you get with Dauntless. It's so useful. Oh, the fanning. They destroyed the door. Oh, it's tricky. Tricky.
Fuck, man.
Nice try. Nice try. He played that really well, though. He played that incredibly well. He honestly didn't do anything wrong. That's like also a perfect example. Even if you play correctly, you don't always win. He was inside the building, utilized angles to 1v1. Sadly missed the shot on the sheriff, but that can happen. You know, you don't win every match. If it was possible to win every match, then yeah, tell me about it. But he played that perfectly. And if he would have hit that shot on the sheriff there by, again, first hiding his footsteps, getting a pick, and then from there picking up his aggression, he probably would have won the fight.
On a guy. Man, they were aggressive. Jesus.
They were very aggressive.
Yeah, speaking of uphill, I've never really liked
Round 5, let's see.
hiking in the mountains that much.
But again, what you can take away from the last match, just to like summarize it real quick. Rex approached, especially the last fight against the bounty team, in a way that he wanted like a safe buffer distance between him and the enemy, and he made sure that he is never attacked from multiple directions at the same time. I think that's a strategy you guys can not only implement into the bow gameplay, but into your gameplay in general. Always try to make sure that everybody is kind of like in a cone in front of you and doesn't attack you from the back, or from the left, or from the right. Try to make sure to be in a position from where you have more control over the fight. And if you can't have that, and you don't have like a building to play from, make sure to rotate into position from where you can then control the fight again. Like Rex did then with the boss layer.
I don't understand why people love it so much. It's like a big thing here in Norway. We have a lot of mountains and people love to go hiking in the mountains. I never loved it.
I don't mind hiking, just to put that, you know, out there.
It's usually very painful.
I couldn't do it on a daily. I would do more like for sightseeing reasons. Like if I'm in Switzerland, I want to like see the nature a little bit, but I couldn't do that on a daily. Ooh.
Hello.
Beautiful shot.
It's usually very painful.
There's something to take away here. Rex spots the enemy and doesn't rush his shot. Right here, you see his movement. He zooms in. Takes his sweet time. Like, not a lot of time, but like, he doesn't immediately rush the shot. He's like, that guy is gonna cross those railroad tracks, and I'm gonna wait for him to like be on even ground from where I have the best chance to hit the shot. When he was going up the slope, that shot would have been incredibly much harder to hit. So especially when the enemy is not looking at you, like Rex saw right here, that guy doesn't see him. He was like, I'm just gonna wait. He's gonna move up and pop his head. When enemies are not looking at you, it probably means they don't know where you are. So give yourself that extra 0.5 seconds to line up your shot.
Hello. There's another one right there.
Again, Rex got his initial shot. Started jumping around a little bit to gather information. Oh, it's tricky.
No.
Almost. But after missing a shot, instantly goes behind hard cover.
Okay.
Got tagged.
Don't hit me.
Also, not a bad strategy. Especially when you fight against, like, lower firing weapons. Here, Rex gets tagged. But he sees the guy goes behind cover.
Oh.
So Rex is just risking it here. Because if that guy's gonna repeak no matter what, and Rex cannot get into cover by the time that guy's gonna repeak. So Rex right now is like, I'm gonna hold the angle. Because that guy has to swing me, which gives me an opportunity to shoot first. Tag him, aim punch him.
Don't hit me,
and
please.
then get into safety.
Have mercy. Fire ammo.
Especially when fighting slower fire rate weapons like bolt actions, for example. You can usually, after they hit a shot, count on you having like basically the advantage for the next half a second to full second before they shoot again. Especially when a bolt action rifle misses against you. And it's not necessarily Veterli with Iron Eye, like something very fast firing, for example, a Mosin or Lebel. You do have a little bit of like control over the fight for the next half a second to full second, because they have to, like, you know, pull the bolt back, reload their gun, and then can shoot again, which then gives you the opportunity to hold an angle on them repeaking.
I had
also an incredibly good strategy when trying to bait
cell
shots and then peeking
or something.
Now, after giving its position, Rex starts instantly rotating again into a position from where he has hard cover. You know, Rex always like looks for cover from where he can get closer without getting shot, from where he can actually use his bow then. Incredibly smart. It's like, I'm gonna change my position up.
You
I don't really want that fight there.
Grab this right now. No, I won't. I don't really want to.
Stop on my angle a little bit. Try to get the information.
This map forever. It's the worst when you're solo.
And see
second
if you can get the jump on somebody. 2 seconds on that side. Some money, why not? Probably would have taken the 4-shot boon, but why not?
Figure it out.
Does the 360 scan. Also something, you guys. I know a lot of people say I always do 360 scans, but I do free coaching to a lot of my viewers. And trust me, a lot of people do not do the 360 scan. Especially when you don't know exactly where everybody is. When you have scan, get the full value out of it, spin around yourself, and see where everybody is.
They're just all over the place now. Might not even be a very good fight.
And I know, again, a lot of people will say I always do that, but believe me, most people don't. And I have to remind people in my coaching sessions regularly that they should do that.
Take this fight right now.
Honestly, also not a bad idea.
I hate this fight.
Rex saw, like, in scan that both his enemies are fairly far away. Not very approachable. There's not a lot of cover to play from. So Rex decides, I'm gonna like reposition and take that fight at a different point in time. That's something you guys can definitely take away from that. Sometimes when you don't have the advantage and, you know, the boss fight is not happening yet, there's no real reason to fight, there's no shame in relocating the fight to a different position. You don't always have to take the fight as soon as you bump into people if you feel like this is not the right spot to fight. Rex has a Maynard silencer, which gives him range, but not a lot of like fire rate, and he has a bow, which is incredibly good at close range, but there's not a lot of cover there for him to push his opponents. One is by the railroad tracks, and one is by the ruins, and they're probably going to revive his initial kill very soon. Which means he can't really push them without getting shot. It is very risky, so Rex is like, I'm going to reposition here.
Especially knowing that they got fire ammo. I could try to just very quickly just...
He sees that they're very spread. Very smart after repositioning again. Tries to use the scope here to maybe get a range kill.
Wait, is that
looks like a player, yeah.
That's a root.
It did look like a hunter
like
crouching though.
Just crouching there.
It
I don't
really
like
did,
this.
yeah. But yeah, again, like, you know, Rex was like, they're not really giving me the fight I'm looking for here. I don't really want that range battle here. I'm just gonna like grab the next clue and we're gonna take the next fight. Very smart. Especially when you play a situational weapon like the bow that highly benefits from close range PvP, and you don't get a close range fight. Same when you play shotguns, for example, or the crossbow. Sometimes you just have to be like, hey, this is not a fight that is really what I'm looking for here. Like I said, especially when there is no banishment happening or anything like that, it's not the boss compound. Maybe I just fight that team later into the match.
I thought the kettle in the hideout was a burn trait once.
Ooh. They spotted him. He gets a tag. Again, like,
okay, we got a tag.
Uses movement here. Like you saw, like, he got shot at, instantly starts jumping around, sees where's the next hard cover, takes a pop shot at him, and instantly starts moving. Doesn't like try to make a play off the
But I'm
stack,
also in a shit spot right now.
and instantly
Don't fucking hit me right now.
tries to be
don't
as
do it.
unpredictable in his
He's
movement as
committing
possible.
so hard to this as well.
Also, like something to take away from here. A lot of people don't know.
But I'm also in a shit spot.
Look
right
at
now.
that right here. Yes, Rex is jumping, tries to like, fight his way out, has to take the
don't
shot there,
fucking
but
hit me,
now Rex is looking down. Rex is not running away like this, help, help. Rex is doing that, and hunters do that in Hunt. They go like, if you like, look down, your hunter also puts his head down, which means you're a little bit harder to get headshotted.
No.
It's a very good
Still
idea,
do it.
especially when you don't
He's
really
committing
have
so hard to
direct
this
hard
as well.
cover available like Rex here. Look down to make yourself a little bit harder to hit. It's such a small detail,
Oh my God,
but
fuck
very
this
important.
shit. Fuck it all. Fuck it
No,
all.
it's a tough fight, yeah.
I freaking hate these fire ammo encounters.
Yeah,
All these
fire
cell
ammo
fire
is annoying to
attacking.
fight against, especially as a solo because you can't really defend yourself.
Scan for traps.
But like you saw here, Rex is like, this is really not the fight I want. I'm just gonna reset the fight completely, go to the banishment.
Bear trap on the sliding door.
Also, uses Vigilant when getting into the compound. That's something you guys can see a lot here. It's not really bow specific, but Rex always plays Vigilant, and he always uses Vigilant, not when he's in the middle of the fight, but before a fight starts. He does like a quick 1 second scan around the area to see if there are any traps around, so he doesn't step into them. Be like Rex, buy Vigilant, and scan the compound.
Seems to be it.
Will save you a lot of pain and misery.
Oh
That's
shit.
a good dynamite out of that little window crack there. Rex is giving them back their own medicine.
Oh, it's not going through.
Oh, unlucky.
Damn it.
That
Damn
hit
it.
something? God damn. Ah, the bees. Let's see.
Alright, there's at least 2.
Right now, Rex sees there's multiple enemies in the lair. Multiple people picked up the bounty.
Kill someone there with that.
Repositions again to a location
through.
where you can easier isolate 1v1s. Gets tagged
gonna
here.
let me down.
Hears that they are pushing.
I think.
Tries to reposition. Again, plays a satchel because they're probably gonna push. They have shotguns. Very
Satchel
smart
is
play.
placed.
After placing the satchel, continues healing and tries again pulling away to a position where he has like a little bit of a buffer zone between him and the enemy. And also has again that cone in front of him where he only really has to worry about like 45, 60-degree cone in front of him where the enemies can even peek from. Incredibly smart positioning. Heals up and now plays the corner and waits for them. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Incredibly well placed satchel. I would have done it somewhat like that as well. Like, place the satchel on the corner. Knows they have scan. He knows that they know they tagged him. So he like tries to pull them directly into that area where he places satchel. Gets a kill. Hits him in the leg. Uses map knowledge and bobs him in the head. Beautiful. Textbook gameplay. But again, something bow specific here. Here's the last guy approaching. He charges his bow up and waits for him to peek. It's something I think, especially for bow gameplay, that you guys can take away. You have to use your headphones. Get a good pair of headphones. Use stereo sound. Use Crytek, and sometimes, especially when the enemies do move a lot, just let them run into your bow, gets a hit, and instantly start moving afterwards. Even if you hit them, they start bleeding like here. That guy was probably very close to dying. And then Rex can basically get a free kill on him. Incredibly well played.
Alright. I mean,
And also something to take away here. Rex didn't have to fight the fire Longimo team because he did have a bow loadout. He was like, I'm not gonna take that fight. That fight was not beneficial. He went to the banishment, fought the bounty team in the compound at a distance where he has more of an advantage.
I mean, clip it and ship
And
it,
then-
I guess.
Clip it and chip it indeed. And then
Dear Lord.
actually got a fight in which he
Just a casual
Can make
reminder
the bow
that
shine.
Clipper of the month gets a free DLC, guys. That's your chance. This one's gonna be a good one.
Alright. Round number 6.
Oh shit.
Rex gets pushed while looking for clues.
Oh shit. Someone's right out here.
And lets them get closer. He draws his
Around the
bow.
outside.
Again, starts the aggressive push with the bow. You see that in every time Rex plays the bow. It's one of his like strategies you guys can definitely implement in your own gameplay.
I think he's like
Especially when you play the bow.
hugging the wall.
Like, draw the
here or
bow and then like slowly push the corner when people don't know where you are.
something?
Now that Rex has a position
I
where he
feel
has like a
he's
lot of
sitting right outside the
angles.
wall. Wait, no, Clue is now screaming.
Somebody behind him as well. Oh, that's tricky.
Oh, now we're getting a different team too. Great.
Oh, that's tricky.
Great freaking timing though. Alright, I'll pop this while I have a chance. So now I'm getting
Interesting.
fully
Let's see how Rex tries to thought
blocked in here. Great.
Right now, Rex has his bow fully drawn. The approaching team doesn't really
And
know
this-
where he is. They
I
hear
don't
the
know about this guy.
clue growling, but they don't really
Just kill
know
them
where he
all,
is yet, and
easy.
he doesn't try to give away his position.
Yeah.
Right now, Rex has somewhat of an advantage of the very first enemy.
There's one down here somewhere, like underneath me or something. Or is that just the AI actually? No, no, there's something out here.
See how Rex
I
solves
swear
that.
someone's just
It's a very
creeping.
tricky position to be in. But as soon as
Unless
Rex
I
does
am
get tagged here, he's probably gonna have multiple enemies
losing it
instantly
right now.
pushing him. But again, Rex doesn't like
I don't know what I'm hearing. Guys, take
panic
that thing.
here. Rex tries to keep his cool,
I feel like I'm hearing
Doesn't
someone
wanna be
creeping
the
around
one
near me. Like
fishing information to the
maybe
enemy.
like-
Because even though it doesn't seem like a lot here, a lot of people would probably have been like, oh no, a new team started sprinting inside the boss lair and then would have given the team that is approaching from the Pelican and Fort Boden sides the information, hey, there's a guy running around in the boss lair. The Pelican Fort Boden team knows the clue threat, but that's all they know so far. Rex is trying to be very
yeah.
careful with the amount of
Wasn't wrong.
information he's giving him. And by slowly hanging out in the corner, in that boat area where nobody really knows he's here, they know only his rough location, he gets a jump on that Plague Doctor right there.
he was there the whole time. So I'm
Sometimes
actually
it's not a bad idea to like just mirror your opponent's gameplay. When they play incredibly slow and stealthy, maybe just try to mirror their gameplay to get the jump on them.
guy from the
Doesn't mean you
start.
have to play passive. Rex didn't play passive at all here.
Knew I heard
Just a
something.
little bit more stealthy when the situation asked for it. Now he got a kill. Now he uses syringes. Now he knows people kinda know where somebody died. Ooh, what a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful shot. That takes a lot of skill to learn the drop on that range, but something to definitely take away from here is that Rex didn't rush his shot. Also, Rex again didn't hard focus on the guy approaching. He had that guy slowing down his movement, so Rex took a little peek. See if everybody else is it. Here's somebody is choke bombing, that means they're incredibly slow. And hit an amazing bow headshot on him. This takes a lot of skill to learn the drop. Give it a couple of 100 hours and you probably will figure that one out as well. But Rex again didn't rush his shot here. He saw that guy is choking, that means he is incredibly slow. Waited for the perfect opportunity and then took his shot. He could have shot much earlier, but by Rex being a little bit patient, because he didn't need to rush his shot, he could have rushed his shot and probably would have hit it anyways, but he didn't need to, used the situation perfectly and got basically a free kill. Beautiful shot. Now here's the guy close,
I
gets
cannot-
another kill. Ooh. Unfortunate.
Oh shit.
Very
No.
unfortunate.
But they're low and bleeding. They're low and bleeding. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go.
Not a bad idea here. To insta revive. Drops down, tries to reposition.
Okay, good. And I have a satchel right above me here.
Again, tries to
Oh
pull
my
the
God,
enemies
that's
into his
ridiculous.
satchel placement. I guess it's like a bow video, how to play like Rexnor,
No,
but
I've
also
aimed them
how
through
to
these
play
windows
satchel
and I can
video.
blast them. So that's good.
Now tries to make a little bit more noise, so they push him again. They know he's a solo, so they're probably a little bit over cocky and confident. Just
Okay, we're
shoots
baiting through
everything.
windows.
Tries to
They
make
open the
noise.
windows,
When you
they
play
go
Satchel,
boom.
it's a good idea. Lets the enemy kinda know where you are, so they get curious and don't play too careful. Oh, he's unfortunate, like really unlucky with the bolts there. I feel like some of those could have been kills, and they sadly weren't.
Okay, go pick the windows.
Very nice.
Come on, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it, please.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
I just
Just do it. Waited for the perfect timing, pulled the enemies close, and now got a kill with the Satchel. And now immediately, once he's done baiting his enemies, tries to make a more aggressive play here.
I gotta risk it for the biscuit. If I die, it's GG, but...
Something that's a good call. Oh, again, he's so unlucky with the shots. Those all could have been kills.
Oh, dude. Fuck, man. Rip.
Dies here.
Rip.
But again, what you can take away from this fight specifically is that Rex was pinned in between multiple teams. One team ran away seemingly, but he didn't give away his position. He was like, I have the jump on somebody here, I have a strategical advantage. I'm just gonna sit it out right here because I'm pinned in between two teams. And at least got the kill on the Plague Doctor and on the Fool. And if he would have gotten a little bit luckier, could have wiped the entire trio there by not giving free information to the enemy team by panicking. Alright, here we have the last round. Little nighttime Lawson Station. Lawson Delta. Again, uses Vigilant before going into the hideout.
Ah, come on.
Oh, the master clue is red. That is tricky.
Bad. I do not like fighting here.
It's tough, yeah. Fighting in the hideout is tough. Takes the high ground. Ooh, the trade.
Probably
Nice
solo,
shot.
considering Cyclone with fire ammo.
But again, like Rex is really good at utilizing crouching.
I do
Let's
not
talk about
like
bow gameplay
fighting
here. But here Rex is pushing. He kinda has an idea where they're like coming from. He came from the fort, so people are probably on the Wolfset side. Otherwise, I would have shot him already. Rex draws his bow back here while crouching, or like covering, and then spots his enemy, crouches, then uncrouches, basically tries to like mask, not reveal himself while the bow is in its more like disadvantageous state, aka the bow is not fully drawn yet. And then as soon as the bow is fully drawn, he uncrouches and shoots. Right here, Rex is getting information, spots the enemy, bow is fully drawn now, crouches, doesn't swing it, doesn't go like that, and swings it, goes like this, crouches, pre-aims where you saw the enemy, and pops out and shoots. Just goes like, with the bow, boop, and shoots. You know, he doesn't go like, whoa. He like crouches, hides himself, pops out, shoots. It's a great way to utilize movement when using the bow.
Traded.
Sadly trades,
Probably
but the
solo,
strategy is
considering
beautiful.
Cyclone with fire ammo.
Could be a solo indeed, yeah. So it's a Concertina bomb. Not a bad idea.
That's not optimal at all.
Probably was a solo. The revive was very quick. Now again, places the Satchel in his last known location. Try to make somebody push him. Again, starts crouching to not feed his enemy free information now. Draws his bow. And tries to feed of information. They're looking for him. He knows they're like moving. So he knows they're probably gonna get closer. Oh, it was not a solo. Pops him again.
It's not.
See again, he crouches around with a fully drawn bow. While doing an aggressive push, it sounds weird while crouching and pushing in the same sentence, but with a bow that works incredibly well. Especially when the enemy team is moving. So Rex always crouches to like an angle, like you saw here. From where he can isolate a 1v1, like hold an aggressive angle. Right, I think we're a little bit too far here, one sec.
It's not.
Right here.
Oh, it's not.
As the fully blown up. Here's the bomb launcher shoot. puts himself into that like very isolated, I want to call it a hallway. This narrow like walkway here. From where you can isolate the 1v1 to the guy that just shot the bomb launcher. Pops him in a 1v1. Draws his bow again and then continues aggressively pushing. While still being somewhat in control over how many angles he's fighting at the same time.
I should get dark side in here.
Again, crouch opens the door. For anyone who doesn't know that makes less noise. Gets scan, sees another player. Again, does the 360 scan. Even in such a hectic situation, got the information there's another guy towards Wolfstead because of it.
Oh, they're gonna get a rest.
Ooh, tries to bait him into like a satchel by constantly moving around.
Didn't rest already.
It's a little bit tricky. It was a smart idea to at least give it a try by opening the door there. Rex is very selective about when he's giving his information to the enemy with sound cues. And sometimes tries to bait his enemies into doing what he wants them to do by, like, for example, opening the door there. Oh, a shotgun, that's tricky. Beautiful. Ooh. Something to take away from here. First of all, Rex didn't, like, you know, tunnel vision on the guy closest to him. Let's rewatch that real quick. Rex sees the guy in front of him, but he knows he saw somebody earlier towards Wolf's End when he did the 360 scan. He tries to take the fight with the closest person to him, but also checks on the Wolf's End guy. Doesn't like tunnel vision.
I kinda hate this.
Sees the guy, barely misses the shot, and instantly starts moving into hard cover. Like, something to take away from for bow gameplay when you're guys in close quarter combat. Don't just stand there, move in between shots. Kind of treat it like a Sparks. That doesn't tunnel vision, remember there's the fool. But again, between the shot, gets a little bit lucky here, but also because he moves a lot, makes himself harder to hit. Now runs into the next hard cover, where you can, like, you know, draws the bow from relatively safely. He tags the guy outside, the guy's probably healing. So he has this cover in between. Uses that little, like, 0.5 second of cover to draw his bow. And then peek into him. Always, like, move in between your shots. And kinda, yeah, I guess treating it like a martini or Sparks is a good way of movement. Well, and now knows there's one more person outside.
One more.
Takes the high ground. Goes even higher, very smart. Probably does a threat again from a, like, peeks with his drawn bow. Again, like, goes behind hard cover and then takes the high ground.
Where'd I kill this other guy?
Ooh, again, applies the burn here, so the enemy has to do something. Apply a little bit of, like, mental pressure on your enemy. Oh. The flare actually takes a lot of vision away from him, unfortunate. Next aggressive move here. Oh, that's tragic. That's unfortunate.
Terrible.
Really unfortunate the flare, like, kinda took his vision away. But he still has a satchel in play. Again, starts crouching with a fully drawn bow to get a little bit closer to his enemy, but not give away his position necessarily.
Kinda want him to walk into my trap though.
That bomb launcher might become a problem. Hits him again, no kill. Bleed out.
One more.
That is beautiful.
Cyclone guy.
Moves after every shot. Basically plays it like a Sparks at that point. Shoots and strafe jumps away. To then reload and shoot again. Because that's how I would play this box.
They actually got a rest again?
That's wild.
How are they pulling this off all the time?
Now realize this again in a 1v2. Tries to pull them into his trap. It's a very tricky situation to be in. Draws his bow. Holds the angle on him. Gets another kill. Oh, is he gonna get the satchel finisher?
Holy shit, that's gonna hurt. No, it doesn't. Oh, they got the other guy up. 2 arrows.
It's tricky. Gets another kill.
Nice tag, dude. Fucking good tag, actually.
Unfortunate.
GG.
Beautiful fight though. Beautiful fight. But again, didn't rush a shot here, even though Rex died. Something to take away from that is like, here, Rex draws his bow back. Just rewatch that real quick. Draws his bow. He is, right now somebody is choke bombing, that means he can move a little bit faster. Peeks out. Realizes he got hit, but it doesn't have to watch a shot, doesn't panic. And
Nice
hits
tag,
the bow
dude.
shot.
Fucking good
That
tag,
was a
actually.
masterclass on how to play the bow. That was it for the video. I hope you guys learned something. Especially in that last fight, you could see that like sometimes it's very smart movement idea-wise when you start getting into the bow. Treat it like a single-shot rifle. Shoot, reposition, try to get behind hard cover, draw your bow again, especially when people are approaching very fast, and shoot again. Don't just stand there and like shoot arrows. Shoot your arrow, rotate a little bit, and continue fighting. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show Rex some love. Check him out on YouTube and on Twitch. I play with him every Thursday. Looking forward to my next play session with him. But Rex is the bow Legolas for a reason, like you saw in that video here. You guys saw a lot of strategies that you can implement in your own gameplay. Yes, you might not have the same amount of hours as Rex does or other content creators, but the strategies you can definitely put into your own gameplay and quite rapidly increase your own win rate or your own win percentage, or kind of get a level up in tactical education when it comes to Hunt Showdown. But yeah, that was it for today, guys. I will talk to you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good one.